I never showed my arm until my wedding day.
Oh.
My arms. And it was the hottest day in the UK on that day, and I had to get rid of the shawl, and I showed my arms. And ever since then, I haven't looked back.
Hi, guys, and welcome to Journey Without Borders. This is a conversational piece where we discuss the beauty of courage meeting faith. We will engage with my family and friends, my squad really, about life experiences, the highs and lows, the ebbs and flows, the fun stuff, and the not so fun stuff. Feel free to join in the conversation in the comments. Please subscribe, like, and hit that notification bell. Stay tuned for the me and you, or the you and me, or whichever comes first.
Hi guys, we're back. So this week we are going to spend some time talking a little about confidence in your 40s. What does confidence mean to you? What is confidence in terms of emotional, social, physical, and just any different kind of confidence. So we're going to start off with Nariama. What do you want to tell the people this morning, Nariama?
Hello, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you find yourself. Welcome again to our channel, Journey Without Borders. Welcome to another video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, okay? So today we're talking about confidence in our 40s. So for me, confidence actually means being you. Being you, whatever happens, being you outside. Whatever you're doing, you being able to portray yourself as you, not comparing yourself to anybody, just doing what you know your strengths are and what you're capable of doing. So as time goes on, we'll talk more about this. I'll give the chance to others to speak. Okay?
So for me, confidence, what does it mean to me? Well, for me, I think when I was younger, or maybe, when I was younger, I used to really think about what people thought about me. And that made a lot of impression on the way I behaved. But as I got older, especially in my 40s, I'm confident in myself. I don't really, obviously I do care what people think. I'm not going to do silly things. But if it's okay with me, my immediate family, I'm good. I don't really, I don't want to say care, but that's a real word. I don't really care about what any other person thinks. I think as I've grown older, I'm confident in myself.
For me, this is a big one because confidence, as Debbie says, can be different things. So I will start off with talking about maybe work, confidence in your work, because there's confidence in how you look, how you dress, how you feel, how you portray yourself. But I'm going to touch on work because I think age is wisdom and knowledge is wisdom as well. And sometimes with age, with experience, you become more confident. So like when you think about it, so if I talk about work, some of us, most of us in our 40s would have been in a career for over 20 years or around 20 years. So that experience alone and that knowledge should give you confidence. So some people don't realize it, but when you've been in a trade, in a career, in something for 20 years or more in your 40s, get that confidence to say, I can go for that position, I can do this, I know what I'm talking about. So I just want to touch on that about confidence in the workplace.
And that we'll explore a little deeper. But for me, confidence really is do you, boo. Do you. And as long as, Victoria always says, as long as you're not hurting other people, I'm not going to be rude and disrespectful to people, but at the end of the day, I am doing what feels right for me. And that's what confidence is. Because sometimes you often think about what will this person think of me? What do people at home think of me? What do people at church think of me? What will work think of me? But what will they think of me? I'm doing me. That's what confidence is. I mean, I wear what I want to wear. I wear what I feel comfortable in. You're not necessarily. Some people might think that, oh, she's in her 40s. I think she's a tad bit inappropriately attire because she's not age appropriate, whatever. But I'm comfortable, and I'm gonna do me. And so that's what it is. To me, do you, boo. So, but there are different levels of confidence. As Justin touched on, work confidence, but confidence in going after what you want. Say, for example, you want to do something outside of your normal job. Because Justin and I are teachers, for example. It doesn't necessarily mean that suppose we decide that we want to go home to school, we should be able to say, all right, guys. So we were saying earlier that we're teachers, if we want to go on to school, why not? You know, so you have to be confident in what it is that works for you. Like, say for example, I decided at this juncture that I want to venture in all sorts of different things. Hence, we're on YouTube. Nobody usually just starts a YouTube channel in their 40s, and it takes certain level of confidence to say that this is something new that we did. We're just coming off doing our first women's conference. That's something new, and it's in our 40s. So, and we were confident. We did a great job, and then hats off to us. I can say that we really pulled out all the stuff and did a great job at that. So, you know, what are some things that you think, though, ladies, that you would be okay to want to venture in confidently at this particular time in your life?
For me, I'll just go back again to what Josie was saying, because I think confidence as well comes with experience. And sometimes it depends on what you have gone through in life. Then you decide that I'm going to do this because
Absolutely,
of
Shape
experiences and
shifting.
stuff like that. It does, you know, our interactions with people, our interactions with things, or the whole world around us, you know, makes us really be determined, you know, that you are going to do this. For me, I would say at this stage, I'll go in for whatever my heart tells me to. Because when it even comes to job interviews or other things, for as long as my heart tells me that go for this, I will go for it. So there is no hard and fast rule for me, and it depends on where I am at that time, the people I am actually collaborating with, and the situations in my life. But for me, what I believe is nothing is impossible. So, and confidence as well, you can build gradually. You know, how I was when I was in my 20s or 30s is completely different now, you know, so just say.
And the thing about being older too, it takes away, you know, the fear of wanting to venture into newness. And I find that because even when I came to Qatar, I was just like early 40s, and that's something that I never thought of doing when I was in my 20s. Oh, do I want to leave my entire family and come all half the world away? But that's something else you do, because you're kind of fearless and you have lived, and because of your lived experience, as Victoria rightly said, you are able to be confident in whatever decision it is that you make going forward. But Victoria, is there anything that you would want to do now?
For me, you know, when you brought the Qatar thing up, I was in my 40s when I decided I'll come and live in Qatar, and it was on the other side of the world, away from family, and I was coming by myself initially, just with myself and the kids. I didn't know anyone, but I had that confidence that I can do it. You know, I think we should not limit ourselves as we get older. As long as our heart tells us we can do something, I think we should push forward and try to make it happen, and not think that so and so tried, or what will people say. It's not about them, it's your life. I think you should live your life and try and live it happily, and not really think about what other people think. If it works for you, that's it, really. That's what I think. Just be confident in yourself.
Jocelyn?
I don't know what else to add, but also to touch on something Mariam said earlier, you also get confidence from maybe good role model that you've had in your life or around you. So if you're not sure, find somebody to talk to. Find somebody to ask these questions to. Look at maybe your mother, look at some strong people around you and get inspiration from them or answers from them, or just try and within yourself think about what are my strengths and work with your strengths and take it from there. And know your developing points, because you can still become more confident. In my 20s I thought I was confident. In my 30s I thought I was confident. And I'm sure in my 50s I'm going to be even more confident. So think about your strengths now and work towards them and work with those.
Can I add something as well? Like when I was coming, I prayed about it, and I have confidence in God. I always believe God is with me and He directs me. So I had 100% confidence that I'll be okay. So I think maybe as well, if you're what would I say, religious, you know, just pray about it, tap into that, you know. And for me, I know God does not lie. He does not lie to me. So I have my faith. I think really helps because I have 100% confidence in my faith.
But then that's a really, really good point. And all of us are very religious, at least at the end, not just religious, we're Christians, because there's a difference between being Christian and religious. So we're Christians and we're a firm believer in God. And those are for the hard things that we pray about them when they're hard things. But all of us have bucket lists, don't we? And there's some crazy things. Like I'm so afraid of heights. For whatever reason, I'm afraid of heights. And like last year when I went home, I said I was going to ride a horse. Horse don't like me. I don't like them. So I decided I'm gonna zip line. And I've never actually done any of those things. Is there any one thing that is not such a big deal, but then you feel that, oh, I was not able to do that then, but I have this confidence to do this now?
I can tell you about that. So I can't swim. I grew up next to the beach. I'm scared of water. Have had so many swimming lessons, and I thought to myself a few years ago, no, I'm in my 40s, I've made up my mind, I'm not going to learn anymore. I can't swim. Theoretically I can swim, I can tell you what to do, but I can't let go, I can't float. So because I can't float, I can't swim. But I can confidently say to you, I'm in my 40s now, I'm fine. Swimming is not going to be my thing.
Wow.
I'm not going to swim.
Yeah,
I tried.
That's true. Because sometimes you'll be so embarrassed to say that you're fearful of certain things, and people ask you, you lie. You say, no, I'm a very good swimmer. And I'm from the island. I can swim. But I'm Jamaican. How can I not swim? I'm living on an island.
I can't.
I'm not the greatest swimmer. I could save myself if I need to, but I'm not going to be able to save somebody else. But yeah.
But I'm confident I'm going to own my own business one day and soon. And that's everything I'm thinking.
By God's grace.
Do you know what I mean? What am I waiting for now? Until I'm 50, until I'm 60, then how long would I have? So we don't know, but so that's watch this space.
For me, I'm confident I'm going to do another course, inshallah, in September. I'm confident that I do want to continue studying, you know, and I'm not going to limit, I'm not going to limit myself because I'm in charge of what I do. You know, if I want to study, I can study. I do have that confidence. I don't think I should limit myself.
Because you do have people graduating from high school at 90-something, 90-year-old graduating.
Yeah, for me, I would say, for those that know me, and especially friends that I grew up with, and up to now, most people really felt that I'm the quiet type. So me being able to sit in front of a camera like this, most people are really surprised. I know the friends that follow me, the family that follow me, never really thought that I would be doing a YouTube video like this. I used to be very, very quiet, but I think as you grow up and through your lived experiences, you do decide to say, look, this is enough. I have to do this.
And these your inhibitions.
You have to do
so my experiences have actually shaped my whole life. The things that I have gone through has actually shaped my own life, and for me nothing is actually impossible.
That's a good place to look at.
Nothing is never impossible. So whatever I want to lay my hands on is definitely going to be a success.
And I like that, and I feel like that strongly too, because like you guys know that I'm going to have a coffee shop, because that's my thing. I feel after working so hard as a teacher, and I think I've done pretty much most of the roles in teaching, so why not? I want to have a chilled life. Some people would say, why don't you have a nursery? But then the thought of hearing little children in my head for the rest of my life. in the middle of my sleep, I'm hearing them. No, but I definitely want to have my own business, and I'm not thinking in my head that I might want it. I confidently speak and say, okay, I need to have step A, step B, step C, step D, on how to get it, because it's not a non-negotiable. I can't be teaching for the rest of my life. I would be in an old folks home with sounds in my head all day long, after spending so long in the classroom. So you have to be confident for real into exactly what it is that your desires are, and we're good like that, because we have been, sometimes you make drastic change, career change even. You can change your career at 50, 60. And you get to do that because you're able to do that. I see so many older persons these days who are vlogging and blogging and YouTubing and so on. And so for us, whether or not this is a success, it's secondary to the fact that we actually did it.
Well, success is a relative term.
Depending.
It might not be a success to others,
exactly.
but it's a success to
us.
us.
Right, because that's true, subjective. So, because, like you said, sitting here with this confidence and being able to explore your thoughts.
Sharing.
And we share
sharing
things
on our social media platforms.
because
we don't even care what people feel about it.
there we go again with confidence. When confidence said, okay, this situation, I knew like one of our episodes that we talked a lot about relationship was one of the better episodes that people really seem to resonate with. And you know, and then we one of the comments that we heard is that the recurring comment is that you people speak confidently and just freely. And when you get to your 40s, you get to be to do that. Probably somebody in their 20s said that old people can say whatever they so desire because they tell you this all the time. But at the end of the day, we are happy with with ourselves. You're happier. If you want to dress in a particular way, if you want to wear makeup.
Can I just say, I never showed my arm until my wedding day. My arms. And it was the hottest day in the UK on that day, and I had to get rid of the shawl, and I showed my arms. And ever since then, I haven't looked back. So sometimes confidence comes with, what's the word?
Experience.
An age, you know, like fine wine.
Unexpectedly.
Yeah.
I'm just looking out thinking, this is me showing my arms. I used to hide my arms for 20 odd years. But now, this is me, I'm showing them.
But then I also figure too, like, I think I can speak like for Jocelyn. Jocelyn has developed a new level of confidence I've seen in like from the beginning of this year. She makes some hard decisions and she sticks by her decisions, and it takes a certain level of confidence to do you boo. So you know what I'm saying. So at the end of the day, you have to do right by you.
Yeah.
So confidence comes with doing right by you.
Yeah.
You know
What you feel is good for you.
Yeah.
Of course, you take into consideration what's good for others as well.
Right.
You should
Because
come
we're selfish.
Yeah.
You should come first.
As long as you're not hurting people,
anyone.
right? You know, we're not gonna harm people.
Yeah.
But again, guys, you know, in the comments, we want for you to tell us some of the things that you are confident with, some of the things that you're not so confident with. And this is like a quick segue, but I find that, and you need to tell us to what you wanted to hear, because we find that when we have hard conversations, we have better views. So tell us what you want to hear so we can actually have conversations in that regard.
Yeah.
But you know, what are you confident about? What it is that you're not so confident about? What
support do you need in order to get to the next level that you really want to go? Because you don't have the confidence in yourself. You cannot. So if you need mentorship, you need coaching or anything, let us know in the comment section.
And then it's really a big part of confidence is when you come with a support group.
Yeah.
You have to have support, because you can be confident all you want, and if you don't have the people who are helping you to drive that passion or thought or whatever it is, that process you want to go through, makes no difference. Because sometimes, you know, it takes a village, and you have to utilize your village. So you have to find your group and the people who are with you, and to work with those people who are going to take you to the next level.
Yep.
Yeah. Something else we want to say?
I just want to say, don't let things limit you. You know, just be confident. If you have a thought, you have a dream, go for it. Don't think that I'm 40, I don't think that I can. As Debbie or Jocelyn was saying, if you want to go for a job, go for it. If you want to move country, move country.
Exactly.
Whatever you want to do.
Because we do live in a global village.
Yeah.
And everything is attainable.
Yeah.
There's no boundaries really.
I don't think.
But you say that
limitations.
it's not easy for everybody. I know
Yeah.
that. So you might need to have short-term goals, long-term goals,
Yeah.
step by step.
To get there.
Because I know realistically you can't just say go through and you'll get it.
Have a vision.
And we have failures
Have
before
that
we get
vision
to where we
board.
need to
Yeah.
get to. So small steps and you'll get there.
Have a vision.
You know, I wanted to say, before I moved to Qatar, I knew I wanted to change jobs, but I didn't know where I wanted to go. So I was actually looking in the UK. I lived in Kent and worked in London. And I was actually looking for Scotland or Isle of Man or Jersey, you know. And I saw the advert for Qatar. And I was thinking, can I move to Qatar? And I was thinking, well, if I was planning on moving to Scotland or Jersey, it's not that different. It's just another country, you know. So maybe small steps, like thinking, okay, I want to change jobs, but then don't let anything limit you. I prayed about it, and I knew that I said to God, if you don't go with me, don't give me the job. So I came with the confidence God was with me, you know. But I just think that people should, I think you should try, and not things limit you. That's what.
And again, another thing that I find that we're doing more of is that we're going out and we're networking. We were never doing that because we were like school, home, church, school, home, church. That was the life we lived. But then we're going out. I mean, early this week we went out and we actually met people who we would have, and you just walk up to people and have a conversation, and it comes with age, and it comes with the fact that we realize that in a setting like this, where we have to cultivate our own family and our own networking, it is good to meet new people and utilize their skills too. So again, network is another part of what it is that you need to do. Like Justin says, you need to have a vision. Start little, have a vision board, have how many things you can possibly think of on it. You write the things that you want to do and you move. If you like, say, for example, if you're in Jamaica, you probably want to move to Miami. That's the closest place to us, right? So you want to move to Miami, and then who knows? You can move from there to Canada to
Qatar. Or Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, that's nice. Yeah. Oh, yes, that's true. You just never know. You just never know, and you can't sit down and tell yourself that this is the best of me.
No.
This is the and this is all that I am, because we're so much more than we think.
You're evolving.
Yeah.
All the time.
And if you are Christian minded like us, and I'm sure if you're religious minded too, in whatever religion you're affiliated with, you believe that God will take you to another level, and that's a big part of where we are, because we're not going to make decisions that we think is not okay with God, or we're not going to try to walk in God's will. So you have to make those decisions and trust that the God you serve will help you, propel you into the right direction. But you have to have dreams and hopes and desires,
So my last was set goals for yourself. After you've actually identified what your vision is, and come up with action plans. And those action plans should have a timeline, and develop key deliverables. Definitely, you are not in the rush or anything. Develop key deliverables that you think you can work on, and you will be able to actually attain your target for whatever timeline you've set for yourself. So go for it. That's all I can say.
Yeah, baby steps. Baby steps.
Yeah. Okay.
So until then, guys, we're gonna hit the
Close
road.
the video
We're gonna hit the road.
Is it like, share, subscribe?
Yeah.
And
like,
hit the-
share, comments, and subscribe.
And
Hit
hit
that notification bell.
Notification bell.
Guys.
So you'll be notified whenever we post.
And please tell us what you want to hear. We like responding to the comments. We like hearing from you guys, and we really appreciate the love. We see it and we feel it, and you have been really, really supportive, and we want to continue. But we wanted to put out content that you are interested in hearing, as opposed to what we think. Because we find that when we have hard subjects, people like those more. So guys, until such time, have yourself a blessed week.
Bye.
Peace out.